Hi, everybody. Welcome to Character Modeling Week 5. That's right, we're almost halfway through the course. A lot of great stuff. We're continuing to work on the body. A lot of great things to talk about and some good projects, assignments this week. A lot of good activities and good news this week, no discussion. So that's going to be really awesome to do. And we get to play around with a cool program called Mudbox this week. And we really can see where everything goes, how it applies, and really add some really cool detail work to pretty much the face and the body and everything, and how we can get those real cool textures out of that. And Mudbox is one of those programs that really is a good substance painter and really helps out a lot. But I figure I'd talk a little bit about it since we're kind of getting into it, and really go into like 3D sculpting and how it works with animation games, modeling, and a lot of different elements with that. So let's talk about that. So yeah, sculpting in 3D is really interesting. You can do a lot with it. Programs that bring traditional sculpting techniques to 3D really add more to the concept. And we can really do a lot to where some programs like, 3ds Max or like Maya really help out the animation elements, but we can get into really cool deformations, scars, different dimples, wrinkles, really get into those creative aspects to create more personality to your character. And some 3D programs with sculpting really help out, like ZBrush, Mudbox, Blender. These are great programs that can really add more detail to your character modeling. And these focus specifically on modeling and textures and saves animation for like 3ds Max and Maya, like I said before. Now, these techniques that you can use in sculpting packages a lot are like intergraphic photographic detail, editing stencils. There's also tiling planes integrating all these elements and then adding wear and tear to textures, showcasing deformation, and that's really huge. Now, when you're using sculpting programs and who uses them, there's a lot of different people that use them. Artists, video game designers, movie production studios, producers, even commercials tend to use them, especially now using more animated commercials. And you can develop so many more things like scars, scales, armor dents, skin blemishes, like burns, damage. There's so many more things you can add detail to your characters. Like, for example, I like a lot of Transformers, and you can tend to see a lot of Transformers, like when they take a shot, like there's like that scorch, like blast mark on their shoulders a lot of times, and how it kind of plays effect. Like anything takes like a missile or something, there's like a whole hole with like electronics that's like shooting out with sparks and effects. That's another way you can do that with. Now the effects part, that's a different story, but at least, opening the hole up and actually seeing like the damaged robotic parts to it, that's something you can work with. And keep in mind, these programs use a ton of polys. That's the huge, that's the give and take, right? So of course they're going to add all this detail, but they're going to add a lot more polygons to it, which means higher render times, higher load times, and optimization is going to be crucial depending on how many polygons you use throughout this, because you're using this detail for this character. So you got to make sure everything works properly, and especially through optimizing all the data that goes through it. And the first thing I would recommend is get good with low poly characters first before you start adding this into it. And then you can really do more with it. So yeah, start with the basics. Get low first, then work your way higher. That's what I would do. All right, cool. So that's pretty much it. Let's talk about your due days real quick and your assignments. So cool thing is you don't have a discussion this week, so you don't have to worry about anything on Tuesday or Saturday. All your assignments are going to be due on Friday, and I just have 2 assignments for you. So one, I want you to download Mudbox this week and just play around with it. And I want you to, you can either use one of the, I would rather you use one of the template heads. You can build your own if you want to, but it's going to take a lot of time. And that's just an extra character bust added onto the work that you gotta do with your character body. I would take one of the template heads in there and just kind of play around with the tools. That's what I want you to do. So I want you to give me 2 images, like screenshot renders and the Mudbox file for your zip folder that you're gonna send to me. I want the rendered images. I want to see the front view of the head and the side view of the head that you merge with. And I also want to see a description into the submission. When you submit the file, I want you to write what tools you used in like the text box there. So please tell me what tools you use. So I want to see at least 2 tools used in your project. So that's really it. And it's gonna be a little bit. So please make sure that you list those. So I want to make sure you list what tools you use in the comments of the file you're submitting. That's pretty much in the return. But that's pretty much it from Mudbox. And this week's really simple too for the body. It's just another checkpoint. So much like the character bust, this is the second checkpoint. So I'm looking for about 60 to 70% done. I should not only see like the torso done, but maybe like the arms or the legs with some feet, or maybe the arms and legs are done but no feet, no hands. Or maybe just the arms are done and the hands are done. That's another way to do it. I'm looking for about 70% of the body. That's what I'm looking for. So remember, images only, no file at this point. I just want to take a look at how your modeling skills are going around that. But other than that, that's all I got this week. Be safe, have fun, enjoy. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the project files or something we're talking about, please let me know. Other than that, that's it. I just get to work on your second checkpoint. Have some fun playing around with Mudbox. This should be a fun week. So make sure you hit that 70 to 80% mark that I'm looking for. But that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I'll see you guys later this week. So I hope everyone has a great week. I hope everyone had an awesome Halloween, and let's get to work and really push through the body. That's what I'm hoping to see. All right, everyone, be safe. Contact if you need me. I'm always here for you, and enjoy.